You know, it's an interesting concept. When I work with my clients, and I work with a lot of abuse victims and perpetrators of abuse. Hi, I'm Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. And it's always very interesting. One of the questions that I always ask my clients when I'm working with them is, and they describe growing up in an abusive environment or even being with an abusive partner or just whatever the circumstance was, you know, what was going on with the community. So, community being extended family, if you were going to church, or, just people that were maybe associated with the family who, you know, were closely connected to the abuser or knew that the abuse was going on. And so that's always one of the questions that I ask is where was the community, and what was their reaction or even the level in which they offer to step in and help. And it's always, there's never like a time when I'm not surprised at like how community, extended family or immediate family, other people that could offer help choose not to or don't want to get involved. And in the world of psychology, and I'll try to simplify this as much as I can, there is a concept of bystander apathy or the bystander effect, which is essentially where, if there's a bunch of people sort of standing around and they see something go down, no one lifts a finger. So an example of this was like I used to live in Chicago, or any other major metropolitan city like Oakland or, whatever, where there's like a subway or something where you have to stand on a major platform, and almost just about every day something would pop off in the subway, like a fight or someone jumping on the tracks or like something like that. And there's always like a crowd of people standing around, and no one would like offer to jump in to help, like, or even call 911, because jumping in isn't always necessarily the best thing to do if if there's a danger element, right? So maybe even calling 911 or calling from assistance from a subway attendant or whatever. Especially in today's day and age, a lot of people just sort of pull out their phones and post it on TikTok. Well, I find that the same thing is often true in families, or situations where intimate partner abuse occurs, where people are like, I don't want to, like extended family members who have the resources and have the ability to, step in, particularly if there's more than one person, typically turn their back and say, you know what? I'm not going to get involved. Like, I may watch some things, I may hear about some things, especially if there's underage children that are like getting harmed or things like that. Though, I don't want to get involved. It's not my business. It's you kind of hear those things. And again, it's just always amazing to me. And I guess, you know, my message would be to get involved. I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to have, right? If there's a situation where you wouldn't be in direct danger, but even then, you can always call the police, or someone else to intervene. Get involved. And in today's day and age, you can make anonymous tips even to child protective services or what have you. You can there's so many different ways in which you can try and intervene, or even just offer support to the person, children and things like that, that are getting mistreated, because the results, or I should say the effects of that are long lasting. People live for years in their families, and you have aunts, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas, and other people, everybody that knows what's going on. And I can't tell you what that does to a person's psyche to know that all of these people knew, saw, or, were maybe even directly told, and they did nothing. So that's all. That's my PSA for today. Thank you.